What's up, everybody? So I decided I'm just gonna document the modifications I'm doing to my 370Z, just for myself and to help anybody out there that, you know, sometimes it's good to reference other 370Zs with modifications you like. So I figured I'd document this whole thing and I can just have a record of everything I've done to it. Yeah, even though I've done some things already that I haven't documented, but I can go over them right now. So this is my 2016 Nissan 370Z Sportec. It is a 6-speed manual. So really happy with the trim I got. I'll go over everything real quick that I've done to it. So I guess we can start off with the interior. In the inside, biggest things I've done really are this Nismo steering wheel. It's kind of in rough shape. I did buy it secondhand and I kind of refurbished it. I redid all of the leather and whatnot. So steering wheel, Nismo steering wheel. This is like just one of like the basic Z1 shift knobs. I'm planning on switching it out. I don't really like it. It's pretty light. It doesn't give you much like response on the throws. I have an Alcantara shift boot. Normally they come in leather. So switch that to Alcantara. This isn't even a mod, but I have this like radar detector. I have to fix it though. It's kind of broken right now. Some simple things. Red GTR start button. I think that's all for the interior. Let me move on out to the exterior. So on the exterior, we can start off with the most obvious thing. I got some wheels on here. So these are the Work ZR10s, or the Work Emotion ZR10s. I don't remember what color this is called. They only have 2 colors, so it's a silver color. Let's see what else. I got these headlights retrofitted. They do have the halos, the RGB halos. I rarely use them. I kind of don't even really like how they look. Certain occasions I'll use them. Simple things. I have these reflectors. I wrapped them in yellow. 2-piece slotted rotors in the front. Let's see what else. I have an ISR single exit exhaust in the rear. It's only the muffler and resonator. I still have stock Y pipe and stock cats and stock headers that will be changing soon though, as y'all will see with this little series I'm gonna do. 4th brake light, pretty simple. I'm trying to think. Oh, suspension. I have BC Racing coilovers on here. It's the ones that keep the stock setup on the rear with the bucket. It's not the ones that converted to the coilover and spring in one unit. I don't even know if you can get a look at them in there. I guess you can get a look at the spring. But I mean, yeah, basic stuff. There's a lot of work I got to do with the car. Not that it's in rough shape or anything like that, but I have a lot of parts just sitting. That I definitely want to put on the car. I just haven't had time. So as far as the way it's sitting right now, I don't have a problem. I think it looks great, but I have so many parts in my garage that I have not had time to put on. So that's really what this build series is going to be all about. And I'll go over the parts with y'all right now, and then I'll show them to you as I'm putting them on in separate videos. It's not going to be all one video. It's too many parts, and it's going to take me too long to put them all on the car. I have a Nismo V2 rear bumper. I have I think they're called like Twister style wing. It's just basically essentially the spoiler that's on there right now, but bigger, a little bit more aggressive. I have a different tire set, different tires for the rear. I have some 305, 35, 19 Nitto NT 555s. Really love that tire. The tires I have right now, I'm not a huge fan of. On either the front or the back, I think they're honestly terrible. I kind of bought them thinking they'd be good, a little bit cheaper alternative to the Nittos or Toyos, and I definitely felt a difference, and I definitely regret not just spending money. So if I could go back, I would definitely just spend the extra $100, a couple $100, and you know, get it done the right way. But anyways, so I got Nitto inch 555s for the rear, 305 35 19s. Like I said, Nismo rear bumper, spoiler. I have rear camber arms from Z1, just to straighten out the camber, because I'm tired. First of all, it kind of makes the wheels go in. It doesn't have them flush. I don't like the fitment with the camber as it sits right now. I can show you guys. So if you can see right here, the wheel sits in a little bit too much for my liking personally. So I definitely want it to be flush with the fender. So the way I'm gonna fix that is I have the camber arms ready to put on from Z1, and I do have a 2 20 mil spacers for the rear. So hopefully that will correct the fitment in the rear. As far as the front, I'm genuinely pretty happy with the front. It could maybe be a little bit more flush. I think that's more of a, I don't know. I don't want to rub though, so I might leave it just like that. A small issue I have to fix with the rear coilovers on this car is I maxed them out, and I think it's causing them to be a little bit bouncy from what I've read. It's on different forums online and stuff. So I think I'm gonna have to increase the height just slightly on the coilover, because I think they're maxed out and they're bottoming out right now. And anytime I go over a bump, the rear bounces quite a bit. So it's either I max them out and now they're bouncy, or whenever I set the preload, I set it too soft. So that could also be an option, because I did mess with them recently, and I thought I tightened this dampening, but I might have softened them. So that's one thing that might be the issue right there. But either way, I gotta get it figured out, because they're way too bouncy right now, and it's not the aggressive, like, stiff ride that I'm looking for. What else do I have ready to put on? Oh yeah, so I've had rear brake rotors and pads, and actually all 4 corners steel braided brake lines sitting in my garage that I have never put on, and they've been in my garage for 3 years. So that's definitely something I got to get to. So the mod I'm probably most excited for is the Motordyne Art Pipes. I picked these up just actually maybe last week or 2 weeks ago, and I think they're just going to change the whole car. It's always been an exhaust piece that I've always wanted to have, but I never really saw it in the budget. I mean, they're around $1,000 for some resonated test pipes essentially. So I just didn't see me spending that much money on a piece like that, but I was able to get them on a pretty good deal. And so I'm really happy about that. Excited to put those on. And I also have on order, I don't have it yet, I don't have it in yet, but I have the Z1 cold air intakes. I opted for the 2.5 inch rather than the 3, just because for me, I'm not going to be able to tune the car right now, given everything I have to do, and on top of the things I still need to do. And I didn't want to just have the intake sitting. And I also, for background, for the 3-inch intakes, you need a tune to run them. You can't run them on a stock tune. So whereas the 2.5, you can run them on the stock tune. So either way, once you tune them, you will see power gains. But I wanted to just throw them on, and I didn't want to have to worry about tuning it right now or not. That's why I opted for the 2.5. And I also think that the slight marginal increase in horsepower from the 3-inch to the 2.5-inch is not really going to be noticeable for me personally, especially given that I'm most likely going to go with the ECU tune, flash ECU tune. I don't think I'm going to take it to a dyno. I might just go for the flash ECU tune from Z1. So I don't think that the 2.5 to the 3-inch intake is going to make such a difference to where it matters, and it justifies the price difference. So I think that's all that I have planned for the car right now, or that I have in my possession that I can put on the car right now. So yeah, just once again, this is how we're sitting right now. I also have to fix it's really dirty right now, so just tires are brown, it's all dusty up there, so I'm gonna definitely wash it once I get everything put on. I have this like pretty bad scratch at the bottom of the bumper. Got to get that fixed. What I'm gonna do is I ordered some touch-up paint. It's at the bottom, no one's gonna see it. I'll probably just paint it myself. Other than that, I think I've pretty much gone over all the mods I've done to the car and the mods that I have planned to do. So I'm definitely going to start with the suspension mods, just to get those out of the way. I'm not really excited to do them at all. So that's going to be the camber arms, fixing the bounciness on the rear suspension, the rear strut. What else? The spacers, of course. And I definitely need to put on the rear brakes. I don't think I'm going to do the brake lines right now, just given that I honestly just don't want to bleed the brake system and have to deal with that right now. And so I don't think I'm going to do it right now, but I'll get to it eventually. I mean, I have the parts. It's just about a matter of time. So yeah, I guess next step would just be start working on the car. Oh, and I almost forgot. I have I forgot the brand, but I think it's Torkin. But I'm not even gonna say the brand because it might not even be it. I have a short shifter that I'm gonna put on. So that is actually a mod I'm super excited for. Because the throws, there's nothing wrong with the stock shifter. I think it's great, but the throws are slightly just a little bit too long for my liking. So I'm excited to see how the driving experience is gonna change when I install the short shifter. But other than that, I think I covered everything. And yeah, I guess it's just time to start working on it.